Bandeham Shri Guru Shiyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vidamscha Om Jnana Timarandasya Gyananjana Shalakya Chakshurun Milidam Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Nama Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Guraganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanagam Govindamidam Ujvalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwaguruncha Divyad Bhagavad Prem Noe Bijapranam Devam Divyatanum Suchanavaranam Balarka Chilajitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyambunim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Bandetam Shubhanam Mareka Sharanam Nyashishvara Sridharam Manchakopatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Madhya-lila, Chapter 1, the later pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yasha prashadad agyopi sadya sarva gyatam vrajet sa Sri Chaitanya devo me bhagavan samprasidatu. Even a person with no knowledge can immediately acquire all knowledge simply by the benediction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, I am praying to the Lord for his causeless mercy upon me. Bande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Sahodito Godadaye Pushpavanto Chitro Shando Tamonudo. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Shri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and moon. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Goda, and to dissipate the darkness of ignorance, and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all. Jayatam surato pangor mama banda matergati matsarvasva parambojo radhamadana mohano. Glory to the all-merciful Radha and Madan Mohan. Glory to the all-merciful Radha and Madan Mohan. I am lame and ill-advised, yet they are my directors, and their lotus feet are everything to me. Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpa Drumada Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prashtalibi Sevyamano Smarami Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadrumad Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prashtalibi Sevyamano Smarami. In a temple of jewels in Vrindavan, underneath a desire tree, Shri Radha Govinda, served by their most confidential associates, sit upon an effulgent throne. I offer my humble obeisances unto them. Shriman Rasa Rasarambi Vamshivata Tatastita Karshan Venu Swanar Gopir Gopinata Shriyestuna. May Gopinathji, who attracts all the gopis with the song of his flute, and who has begun the most melodious rasa dance on the bank of the Jamuna in Vamshivat, be merciful upon us. Jaya Jaya Gorachandra Jaya Kripa Sindhu Jaya Jaya Sachi Sutta Jaya Dinabandhu. All glories unto Sri Gaurahari, who is an ocean of mercy. All glories unto you, the son of Sachi Devi, for you are the only friend of all fallen souls. Jaya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Srivasadi, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Brinda. All glories unto Sri Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Prabhu, and all glories unto all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya headed by Srivas Thakur. Purve Kohilun Adi Leelara Sutragan, Jaha Vistari Jachin Dasha Vrindavan. I have previously described in synopsis the Adi Leela, initial pastimes, which have already been fully described by Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur. Ateva Tarami Sutra Matra Koilu Jaikichu Vishesha Sutra Madhye Kohilun. I have therefore given only a synopsis of those incidents, and whatever specifics were to be related have already been given in that synopsis. Ebiko he Sesha Leelara Mukya Sutragan Prabhura Sesha Leela Najai Varnan. To describe the unlimited pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not possible, but I now wish to relate the chief incidents and give a synopsis of those pastimes occurring at the end. Tarama Jeje Bhaga Tasha Vrindavan Chaitanya Mangale Vishtari Khorila Barnan Sebagarihan Sutra Matra Likiba Tahanje Vishesha Kichu Ihan Vishtariba. I shall describe only in synopsis that portion which Vrindavan Das Thakur has described very elaborately in his book Chaitanya Mangal. Whatever incidents are outstanding, however, I shall later elaborate. Chaitanya Leela Rabhyasa Dasha Vrindavan Tara Agyaya Karun Tara Uchishta Charvan. Actually, the authorized compiler of the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Srila Vrindavan Das, the incarnation of Vyasadeva. Only upon his orders am I trying to chew the remnants of food that he has left. Bhakti Kori Shiridori Tahara Charan Sesha Leelara Sutragan Koriye Barnan. Placing his lotus feet upon my head in great devotion, I shall now describe in summary the Lord's final pastimes. And by summary, we mean in the form of sutras, in the form of verses that resume a good amount of information presented in a very concise way. Chabisha Vatsara Prabhur Grihe Abastan Tahanje Korila Leela Adi Leela Nam. For 24 years, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remained at home, and whatever pastimes he performed during that time are called the Adi Leela. Chabish Vatsara Sheshe Jay Magamash Tara Shukla Pake Prabhu Korila Sanyas. At the end of his 24th year, in the month of Magh, during the fortnight of the waxing moon, the Lord accepted the renounced order of life, sannyas. Sannyas Koriya Chabish Vatsara Abastan Tahanje Leela Tara Sesha Leela Nam. After accepting sannyas, Lord Chaitanya remained within this material world for another 24 years. Within this period, whatever pastimes he enacted are called the Sesha Leela, or pastimes occurring at the end. Sesha Leela Ramadya Anja Dui Nama Hoy Leela Bede Vaishnava Sabanama Beda Koi. The final pastimes of the Lord occurring in his last 24 years are called Madhya, middle, and Antya, final. All the devotees of the Lord refer to his pastimes according to these divisions. Taramadye Chai Vatsara Gamana Gama Nilachala Goda Setu Banda Vrindavan. For 6 years of the last 24, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled all over India, from Jagannath Puri to Bengal, and from Cape Comorin to Vrindavan. So here, Setabanda refers to Cape Comorin, which means the very most southern point of India. So he's traveling virtually all over India, from Jagannath Puri to Bengal, that's to East India, and from Cape Comorin to Vrindavan, or Setubanda, from the southernmost place in India to Vrindavan, which we could say is in the northwest from there. Tahanje lila tara Madhya-lila nam tarapache lila Antya-lila adidan. All the pastimes performed by the Lord in those places are known as the Madhya-lila, and whatever portions were performed after that are called the Antya-lila. Adi-lila, Madhya-lila, Antya-lila are Ebe Madhya-lila, Kichu Koriye Vistar. The pastimes of the Lord are therefore divided into 3 periods, the Adi-lila, Madhya-lila, and Antya-lila. Now I shall very elaborately describe the Madhya-lila. Ashtadasa Varsha Kevala Nilachali Stiti Apaniya Chari Jive Shikaila Bhakti. Ashtadasha Varsha Kevala Nilachali Stiti Apaniya Chari Jive Shikaila Bhakti. For 18 continuous years, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remained at Jagannath Puri, and through his personal behavior, instructed all living beings in the mode of devotional service. Taramadye Chai Batsara Bhaktagan Sange Prema Bhakti Pravartaila Nritya Lila Nritya Gita Range. Of these 18 years at Jagannath Puri, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spent 6 years with his many devotees. By chanting and dancing, he induced the loving service of the Lord. Nityananda Gosaire Pataila Godadeshe Nityananda Gosaire Pataila Godadeshe Teho Godadesha Basaila Primarase. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent Nityananda Prabhu from Jagannath Puri to Bengal, which is known as Godadesh, and Lord Nityananda Prabhu overflooded that country with the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Sahaje Nityananda Krishna Premodam Prabhu Agyaya Koila Tahan Premadan. Sri Nityananda Prabhu is by nature very much inspired in rendering transcendental loving service to Lord Krishna. Now being ordered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he distributed this loving service anywhere and everywhere. Tahara Charane Mora Kote Namaskar Chaitanya Bhakti Jeho Lao Jaila Samsar. I offer innumerable obeisances unto the lotus feet of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, who is so kind that he spread the service of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. Chaitanya Gosai Jari Bole Borabai Teho Kohe Mora Prabhu Chaitanya Gosai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to address Nityananda Prabhu as his elder brother, whereas Nityananda Prabhu addressed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as his Lord. So this is the nature of Mahaprabhu's devotees, that some may be senior to Mahaprabhu apparently, like Advaita Acharya is initiated by Madhavendra Puri, and he's older. So naturally Mahaprabhu is giving him respect. And even Nityananda Prabhu, he was said to have either been initiated and or traveled with Madhavendra Puri. So also we can say he's counted by Mahaprabhu as his elder brother. So, but the actual situation is both Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya. They consider that Mahaprabhu is their worshipable Lord. And I know that Srila Prabhupada used the term, the supreme personality of worshipper Godhead, like that. That he referred to the mood of Advaita Acharya, the mood of Nityananda Prabhu. Although they're Vishnu Tattva, although they're in the category of also of being the predominators or the Lord, still they consider themselves by nature and naturally to be servants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is what they showed. Although Mahaprabhu is respecting Advaita Acharya considers himself a devotee of Mahaprabhu, as does Nityananda Prabhu. So these are the considerations. Jajapiyapani hoye Prabhu Balaram tatapi Chaitanya kore dasha abhiman. Although Nityananda Prabhu was none other than Balaram himself, he nonetheless always thinks of himself as the eternal servant of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Seva, Chaitanya Gao, Lao, Chaitanya Nam, Chaitanya Jai, Bhakti Kore, Se Morapran. Nityananda Prabhu requested everyone to serve Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, chant his glories and utter his name. Nityananda Prabhu claimed that person to be his life and soul who rendered devotional service unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Emata loke Chaitanya Bhakti lao jaila, dinahina nindaka sabare nishtarila. In this way, Srila Nityananda Prabhu introduced the cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to everyone without discrimination. Even though the people were fallen souls and blasphemers, they were delivered by this process. Tape Prabhu Braje Pataila Rupa Sanatan Prabhu Agyaya Duibai Aila Brindavan. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then sent the two brothers, Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Sanatan Goswami, to Braja. By his order, they went to Sri Vrindavan Dham. Bhakti Pracharya Sarva Tirtha Prakashila Marana Gopal Govindera Seva Pracharila. After going to Vrindavan, the brothers preached devotional service and discovered many places of pilgrimage. They specifically initiated the service of Madan Mohan and Govindaji. So, Sri Sanatan Goswami is worshipping the Shri Radha Madan Mohan, and Rupa Goswami is worshipping Shri Radha Govinda. There's the Madan Mohan temple and the Govinda temple in Vrindavan. Nana Shastra Ani Koila Bhakti Grantasar Madhya Adama Janere Teho Korila Nishtar. Both Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami brought various scriptures to Vrindavan and collected the essence of these by compiling many scriptures on devotional service. In this way, they delivered all rascals and fallen souls. They became the Grantha Gurus, the spiritual master, and they're writing the literatures which serve as inspiration for the devotees and present to them Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana. What is the relationship with the Lord? What is the process of satisfying that relationship? Or relation, we are all eternal servants of the Lord. Jiva Swarupoi Krishna Nitya Das. We're all Krishna's eternal servants. Then giving the process of satisfying that relationship by acting within devotional service, and then ultimately giving also prayojana, the goal, which is to attain the stage of love of Godhead. Prabhu Agyaya Koila Sab Shastrara Vichar Brajera Niguda Bhakti Korila Prajar. The Goswamis carried out the preaching work of devotional service on the basis of an analytical study of all confidential Vedic literatures. This was in compliance with the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thus one can understand the most confidential devotional service of Vrindavan. Goswamis carried out the preaching work of devotional service on the basis of an analytical study of all confidential Vedic literature. This was in compliance with the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thus, one can understand the most confidential devotional service of Vrindavan. This proves that bona fide devotional service is based on the conclusions of the Vedic literature. It is not based on the type of sentiment exhibited by the Prakriti Sahajas. The Prakriti Sahajas do not consult the Vedic literatures, and they are debauchees, woman hunters, and smokers of ganja. Sometimes they give a theatrical performance and cry for the Lord with tears in their eyes. Of course, all scriptural conclusions are washed off by these tears. The Prakriti Sahajas do not realize that they are violating the orders of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who specifically said that to understand Vrindavan and the pastimes of Vrindavan, one must have sufficient knowledge of the Shastras, Vedic literatures. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhaktya Shruta Grihitaya. This means that devotional service is acquired from Vedic knowledge. Tat Shraddha Dhana Munaya. Devotees who are actually serious attain bhakti, scientific devotional service, by hearing Vedic literatures, Bhaktya Shruta Grihitaya. It is not that one should create something out of sentiment, become a sahaja, and advocate such concocted devotional service. However, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur considered such sahajas to be more favorable than the impersonalists, who are hopelessly atheistic. The impersonalists have no idea of the Supreme Personality of God. The position of the sahajas is far better than that of the Mayavadi sannyasis. Although the sahajas do not think much of Vedic knowledge, they nonetheless have accepted Lord Krishna as the Supreme Lord. Unfortunately, they mislead others from authentic devotional service. Hari Bhakti Vilasara Bhagavatamrita Dashama Tippaniyara Dashama Charita. Some of the books compiled by Srila Sanatan Goswami were the Hari Bhakti Vilas, Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Dashama Tippani, and Dashama Charitra. Asab Grantha Koila Gosai Sanatan Rupa Gosai Koila Jat Ke Karuganan. We have already given the names of four books compiled by Sanatan Goswami. Similarly, Srila Rupa Goswami has also compiled many books which no one can even count. Pradhana Kichu Koraye Ganan Lakagrante Koila Braja Vilasa Varnan. I shall therefore enumerate the chief books compiled by Srila Rupa Goswami. He has described the pastimes of Vrindavan in 10,000 verses. Rasamrita Sindhu Ara Vidagda Madhava Ujjvala Tilamani Ara Lalita Madhava Rasamrita Sindhu Ara Vidagda Madhava Ujjvala Nilamani Ara Lalita Madhava. The books compiled by Sri Rupa Goswami include the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Vidagda Madhava, Ujjvala Nilamani, and Lalita Madhava. Danakeli Komudi Ara Bahu Stavavali Ashtadasa Lila Chanda Taramaji. Rasamrita Sindhuara, Vidagda Madhava, Ujjvala Nilamaniara, Lalita Madhava. The books compiled by Srila Rupa Goswami include the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Vidagda Madhava, Ujjvala Nilamani, and Lalita Madhava. So here, Krishnadas Kaviraj says, I shall therefore enumerate the chief books compiled by Srila Rupa Goswami. He has described the pastimes of Vrindavan in 100,000 verses. The books compiled by Sri Rupa Goswami include the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Vidagda Madhava, Ujjvala Nilamani, and Lalita Madhava. Danakeli Komudi Ara Bahustavavali Ashtadasa Lila Chanda Ara Padyavali Govinda Virudavali Tahara Lakan Mathura Mahatmya Ara Nataka Varnan. Srila Rupa Goswami also compiled the Dana Keli Komudi Stavavali Lila Chanda Padyavali Govinda Virudavali Mathura Mahatmya and Natika Varnan. Lagu Bhagavatamritadi Ke Koru Ganan Sarvatra Korila Praja Vilasa Varnan. Who can count the rest of the books headed by the Lagu Bhagavatamrita written by Srila Rupa Goswami? He has described the pastimes of Vrindavan in all of them. Tara Bratus Putranam Sri Jiva Gosai Jata Bhakti Granta Koila Tara Antanai. Srila Rupa Goswami's nephew, Srila Jiva Goswami, has compiled so many books on devotional service that there is no counting them. Sri Bhagavat Sandarbha Nama Granta Vistar Bhakti Siddhantaratate Dekai Jachin Par. In Sri Bhagavat Sandarbha, Srila Jiva Goswami has written conclusively about the ultimate end of devotional service. Gopala Champu Name Granda Mahasar Gopala Champu Name Granda Mahashura Nityananda Lila Stapana Jahe Braja Rasa Pura. The most famous and formidable transcendental literature is the book named Gopala Champu. In this book, the eternal pastimes of the Lord are established, and the transcendental rasas enjoyed in Vrindavan are completely described. Braja Rasa, the pure rasa of engaging in Vrindavan-lila, Braja-rasa-pur, the transcendental mellows enjoyed in Vrindavan are completely described. Emata nama granter Korea Prakash Goshti Sahite Koila Vrindavane Bas. Emata Nana Granta Korea Prakash Goshti Sahite Koila Vrindavane Bas. Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and their nephew, Sri Jiva Goswami, as well as practically all of their family members, lived in Vrindavan and published important books on devotional service. Pratama Vatsari Advaitari Bhaktagan Prabhure Dekite Koila Niladri Ganam Gaman. Pratama Vatsari Advaitari Bhaktagan Prabhure Dekite Koila Niladri Gaman. The first year after Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the renounced order of life, all the devotees headed by Sri Advaita Prabhu went to see the Lord at Jagannath Puri. Rathayatra Deki Tahan Rohila Charimas Prabhu Sange Nritya Gita Pratama Vilas Ulas. Okay. Rathayatra Deki Tahan Rahila Charimas Prabhu Sange Nritya Gita Parama Ulas. After attending the Rathayatra ceremony at Jagannath Puri, all the devotees remained there for 4 months, greatly enjoying the company of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by performing kirtan, chanting and dancing. Vidai Samaya Prabhu Kohila Sabare Pratyabda Ashibe Sabe Gundicha Dekibare. At the time of departure, the Lord requested all the devotees, please come here every year to see the Rathayatra festival of Lord Jagannath's journey to the Gundicha temple. Rathayatra Deki Tahan Rohila Charimas Prabhu Sange Nritya Gita Paramolas. After attending the Rathayatra ceremony of Jagannath Puri, all the devotees remained there for 4 months, greatly enjoying the company of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by performing kirtan, chanting and dancing. Vidai Samaya Prabhu Kohila Sabare Pratyabda Shibe Sabe Gundicha Dekibare. At the time of departure, the Lord requested all the devotees, please come here every year to see the Rathayatra festival of Lord Jagannath's journey to the Gundicha temple. Prabhu Agyaya Bhaktagan Pratyabda Asya Gundicha Dekiya Jana Prabhu Milia. Following the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the devotees used to visit Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu every year. They would see the Gundicha festival at Jagannath Puri and then return home after 4 months. So this was the schedule established, that every year the devotees from Bengal would travel, led by Shivananda Sen, and they would stay in Jagannath Puri for the Rathayatra, and for 4 months. Usually, naturally, this will occur prior and during the rainy season. It is not customarily, people will not travel during the 4 months of the rainy season, the Chaturmas. They'll be in Puri for the Rathayatra and stay there. Vimshati Vatsaraichi Koila Gatagati Anyonye Duhara Duha Vinanahistiti. For 12 consecutive years, this meeting took place, and the situation became so intense that the Lord and the devotees could not be happy without meeting one another. Seshara Jairohe Dwara Shabatsar Krishnara Viraha Lila Prabhura Antar. The last 12 years were simply devoted to relishing the pastimes of Krishna in separation within the heart of the Lord. So those last 12 years, Mahaprabhu has experienced deeper and deeper the separation, especially of Srimati Radharani for Krishna. And Mahaprabhu is tasting this in the association of Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy. Nirantara Ratri Din Viraha Unmade Hasikande Nachigai Parama Vishade. In the attitude of separation, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared mad both day and night. Sometimes he laughed and sometimes he cried. Sometimes he danced and sometimes he chanted in great sorrow. So, in the attitude of separation, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared mad both day and night. And this mad refers to madness, that the Lord is feeling madness in the depths of his separation from Krishna. And this is producing many different moods and changes of moods in the Lord. Jekali Korana Jagannatha Darshan Mani Babe Kuruketre Panachi Milan. At those times, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would visit Lord Jagannath. Then his feelings exactly corresponded to those of the gopis when they saw Krishna at Kurukshetra after a long separation. Krishna had come to Kurukshetra with his brother and sister to visit. Radhajatrayage Jabe Korana Nartan Tahan E Paramatra Koraye Gayan. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to dance before the car during the festival, he always sang the following two lines. Seta Parananata Painu Jata Lagi Marana Dahane Jurigenu. I've gotten that Lord of my life for whom I was burning in the fire of lusty desires. So this is an unusual verse to be singing or song to be singing during the Rathayatra. I've gotten that Lord of my life for whom I was burning the fire of lusty desires. In the mood of, this is sung, of course, in this is sung, we can say this is sung from a female point of view, of wanting to meet with her lover in the places that they knew during their youth. Eduyagane Nachen Dwatiya Prahar Krishna Laya Braje Jai E Baba Antar. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to sing this song, Seta Parananat, especially during the latter part of the day, and he would think, let me take Krishna and go back to Vrindavan. This ecstasy was always filling his heart. E Babe Nritya Madhye Pare Ek Shlok Se Shlokera Arta Keho Nahi Buje Lok. In that ecstasy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited a verse when dancing in front of Lord Jagannath. Almost no one could understand the meaning of that verse. Jo Kumara Harasa Eva Ivarasta Eva Chaitra Shapas Te Chon Milita Malati Surabayo Proda Kadambanila Se Sa Chaivasmi Tatapi Tatra Surata Vyapara Lila Vido Reva Rodasi Vedasi Taru Tale Cheta Samutkandate. That very personality who stole away my heart during my youth is now again my master. These are the same moonlight nights of the month of Chaitra. The same fragrance of malati flowers is there, and the same sweet breezes are blowing from the Kadamba forest in our intimate relationship. I am also the same lover yet still my mind is not happy here. I am eager to go back to that place on the bank of the Reva under the Vedasi tree. That is my desire. So this verse can be translated as that very personality who stole away my heart during my youth is now again my master, or that very personality who stole away my youth is now my master. These are the same moonlit nights of the month of Chaitra. The same fragrance of malati flowers is there, and the same sweet breezes are blowing from the Kadamba forest in our intimate relationship. I am also the same lover, yet still my mind is not happy here. I am eager to go back to that place on the bank of the Reva under the Vedasi tree. That is my desire. So one may consider this being coming from the female point of view, and it's referring to meeting with one's first lover, like that. A shlokarartha jani ekale swarup daibise vatsaratahan gyachin rup. This verse appears to be the hankering between some ordinary boy and girl, but by actual deep meaning was known, but its actual deep meaning was known only to Swarup Damodar. By chance, one year, Rupa Goswami was also present there. Prabhu Mukhe Lok Shuni, Sri Rupa Gosai Se Shlokera Artha Shloka Korila Tatai. Although the meaning of the verse was known only to Swarup Damodar, Rupa Goswami, after hearing it from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, immediately composed another verse that described the meaning of the original verse. Shloka Kori Ek Thala Patrate Likiya Apana Batsara Chale Rakila Gunjia. After composing this verse, Rupa Goswami wrote it on a palm leaf and put it on the roof of that thatched house in which he was living. Shloka Raki Gela Samudra Snan Gorite Hinakali Aila Prabhu Tahare Milite. After composing this verse and putting it on the roof of his house, Srila Rupa Goswami went to bathe in the sea. In the meantime, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to his hut to meet him. Haridas Thakura Rupa Sanatan Jagannath Mandire Na Janatinjan. To avoid turmoil, three great personalities, Haridas Thakur, Srila Rupa Goswami, and Srila Sanatan Goswami, did not enter the temple of Jagannath. Of course, Haridas Thakur, born Muslim family, and Rupa and Sanatan Goswami had accepted work within the ministry, you can say, of the Muslim government of the Nawab Hussain Shah. Therefore, they were considered to be like outcasts, you can say, that they would not enter into the temple of Jagannath to avoid turmoil. These three great personalities, Haridas Thakur, Srila Rupa Goswami, and Srila Sanatan Goswami, did not enter the temple of Jagannath. Mahaprabhu Jagannathar Upalaboga Dekiya Nijagrihe Janae Tinere Milia. Every day Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to see the Upalabhog ceremony at the temple of Jagannath. And after seeing this, he used to go visit these three great personalities on his way to his own residence. Etin Madhya Jabi Take Jai Jan Tariyashi Apane Mile Prabhuraniyam. If one of these three was not present, he would meet the others. That was his regular practice. Daibe Ashi Prabhu Jabe Urdwete Wete Chahila Chali Gonjatala Patre Se Shloka Paila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the residence of Srila Rupa Goswami, he accidentally saw the palm leaf on the roof, and thus he read the verse composed by him. Shloka Pariyanche Prabhu Avishtahoya Rupa Gosai Ashi Pade Dandavathaya. After reading the verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into an ecstatic mood. while he was in that state, Srila Rupa Goswami came and immediately fell down on the floor like a rod. Utima Prabhutare Chapada Maria Kahite Lagila Kichu Kolete Korea. When Rupa Goswami fell down like a rod, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up and gave him a slap. Then taking him in his arms, he began to speak to him. Mora shlokara adi abhiprayana jane kon jane, mora manera kata tumi jane leke mone. No one knows the purport of my verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. How could you understand my intention? Itabolitare bahu prashada korea, swarup gosaire shloka dekaila loya. Saying this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed various benedictions upon Rupa Goswami, and taking the verse, he later showed it to Swarup Damodar. We could say one of the purposes, especially of the Chaitanya Charitamrita in general, is to establish Srila Rupa Goswami as the leader of the Rupanuga Sampradaya, as the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this chapter is very important, first chapter of Madhya-lila, because it is establishing how Srila Rupa Goswami was so qualified to take some leadership role in the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu wanted that, and that is being shown here by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Saying this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed various benedictions upon Rupa Goswami, and taking the verse, he later showed it to Swarup Damodar. Swarupe Puchina Prabhu Hoya Bishmite Moramaner Kata Rupa Janila Kemote. Having shown the verse to Swarup Damodar with great wonder, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him how Rupa Goswami could understand the intentions of his mind. Swarup Kohe Jate Janila Tomaraman Tate Jane Hoy Tomar Kripara Bhajan. Srila Swarup Damodar Goswami replied to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if Rupa Goswami can understand your mind and intentions, he must have your lordship's special benediction. And this is of course true, that Mahaprabhu told the devotees how qualified Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami were, and he gave them all his blessings. Prabhu kohe tariyami santushto haya alingana koilu sarva shakti sancharya. The Lord said, I was so pleased with Rupa Goswami that I embraced him and bestowed upon him all necessary potencies for preaching the Bhakti cult. Jogyapatra hoy guda rasa vivechane tumya kahyo tare guda rasakyane. I accept Rupa Goswami as quite fit to understand the confidential mellows or rasas of devotional service, and I recommend that you explain devotional service to him further. He's telling Mahaprabhu is telling to Swarup Damodar, who is so advanced among the Lord's disciples, and he's telling Swarup Damodar, I accept Srila Rupa Goswami is quite fit to understand the confidential mellows of devotional service, and I recommend that you explain devotional service to him further. Esab kohibage vistarako karinya sankepe udesha koila prastava paina. I shall describe all these incidents elaborately later on. Now I have given only a brief reference. Priyah soyam Krishna sahachari kuruketra militas tataham sa radha tadidam ubayo sangama sukam tatapi anta kelan madhura murali panchamajushe manome kalindi pulina vipinaya spriyayati. This is a verse spoken by Srimati Radharani. My dear friend, now I have met my very old and dear friend Krishna on this field of Kurukshetra. I'm the same Radharani, and now we are meeting together. It is very pleasant, but still, I would like to go to the bank of the Jamuna, beneath the trees of the forest there. I wish to hear the vibration of his sweet flute playing the fifth note within that forest of Vrindavan. Eshlokara sanke parta shuna bhaktagan Jagannath deke jaiche prabhura bhavan. Now, all devotees, please hear a brief explanation of this verse. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is thinking in this way after having seen the Jagannath deity. Say, Shri Radhika Kurukshetra Krishnera Darshan Jajapi Payana Tabu Bhavana Aichan. The subject of his thoughts was Srimati Radharani, who met Krishna on the field of Kurukshetra. Although she met Krishna there, she was nonetheless thinking of him in the following way. Rajavesh Hati Goda Manusha Gahan Kahan Gopa Besh Kahan Nirjan Brindaban. She thought of him in the calm and quiet atmosphere of Vrindavan, dressed as a cowherd boy. But at Kurukshetra, he was in royal dress. At Kurukshetra, he was in a royal dress and was accompanied by elephants, horses, and crowds of men. Thus, the atmosphere was not congenial to their meeting. So, Radharani has met with Krishna in Kurukshetra during the time of a solar eclipse. And she is accustomed to always meditating on Krishna. Krishna, she knew as a cowherd boy, playing his flute and going off to the pasture grounds with the cows. So she thought of him in the calm and quiet atmosphere of Vrindavan, dressed as a cowherd boy. But at Kurukshetra, when she's meeting Krishna again after so many years, but at Kurukshetra, he was in a royal dress and was accompanied by elephants, horses, and crowds of men. Thus, the atmosphere was not congenial for their meeting, because say Baba, say Krishna, say Vrindavan, Jabe Pai, Tabe Hoi, Vanshita Puran. Thus, meeting with Krishna and thinking of the Vrindavan atmosphere, Radharani longed for Krishna to take her to Vrindavan again, to fulfill her desire in that calm atmosphere. And that is the mood that Mahaprabhu is expressing during Rathayatra, singing these various songs, which cannot be understood by practically anyone because they're Rathayatra. They're going in the parade with the Jagannath deities, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, and it is much excitement in that way. But Mahaprabhu's mood is the deep meditation of Srimati Radharani when she saw Krishna at Kurukshetra after so many years. Her dominant mood was wanting to take him back to Vrindavan. That the mood of meeting with Krishna in Kurukshetra when he's dressed as a royal prince with so many wives and chariots and horses and elephants, very much different in the mood, the beauty and the mood of simplicity in Vrindavan, and Mahaprabhu in the mood of Radharani wants to take Krishna back to Vrindavan because anywhere but Vrindavan is not suitable for their divine pastimes. So Srila Sridhar Maharaj in particular has expressed that the mood in Kurukshetra when not only Radharani but all the residents of Vrindavan Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, their meeting again with Krishna, that the mood there showing itself in Kurukshetra is one of great separation. Krishna is so close, Radharani is so close, and yet she is feeling that the atmosphere is not conducive to their being together, to their enjoying their natural pastimes. And so it is one of separation. Srila Maharaj compared it to in a game of football or soccer, that the ball comes so close to the goal and then goes back. Comes so close. Krishna is right before them, and yet their separation is even greater. It's even greater because they cannot think of Krishna or enjoy with him in the atmosphere of Vrindavan, and that is the mood of Radharani and Kurukshetra wanting to take Krishna back to Vrindavan, and that is the mood which Mahaprabhu is expressing during Rathayatra. The Rathayatra parade itself, he's seeing these great chariots, Krishna in the regal dress, and his mood is that of Radharani in separation, wanting to take that Krishna back to Vrindavan. There is Jagannath, Baldev, and Subhadra. Subhadra was never in Vrindavan. So Mahaprabhu's mood is like that. Krishna is so close, and he wants to. And actually, Nilachala, or Jagannath Puri, is representing Dwarka, and Gundicha is representing Vrindavan. So, taking the Rathayatra car from the mood of going from Dwarka to Vrindavan, this mood Mahaprabhu is showing, but only those few exalted devotees like Swarup Damodar and like Rupa Goswami can understand. And they can understand why Mahaprabhu is singing in a song of separation. And Rupa Goswami has composed this parallel verse to be able to express that. And this is really what qualifies. I mean, this is just an indication, I should say, of the qualifications of Rupa Goswami to be seen as the leader of our sampradaya. And that's what Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is also establishing. That is one of the specific desires of showing that of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So we'll stop here, and tomorrow we'll continue. Hari Haraya Hari Namah
Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Jadavaya Namaha
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha
Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan
Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan
Giridhari Gopinatha Madana Mohan
Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan
Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra
Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra
Dharadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Radhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhakta Raghunath
Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhakta Raghunath
Sri Jiva Gopala Bhakta Dasa Raghunath
Sri Jiva Gopala Bhata Dasa Raghunath
H.I. Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan
Chai Gochai Kuri Charana Bandha
Jai Te Vignana Shabishta Puran
Jai Te Vignana Shabishta Puran
Echai Gosai Jar Mui Taradas
Echai Gosai Jar Mui Taradas
Kasabar Padarenu Mora Panchagras
Kashavar Padarinu Mara Panchagras
Kader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas
Kadir Charana Sevi Bhakta Shanibas
Janame More Abhilas
Janame More Abhilas
Echai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas
Echai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas
Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash
Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash
Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan
Anande Boro Hari Bhaja Vrindavan
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Aman
Shri Guru Vaishnava Padma Jai Aman
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koryas
Shri Guru Vaishnava Padma Koryas
Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamada
Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamada
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Nitai Gora Haribo 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 Haribo
Nitya Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Nitai Gora Haribo 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 Haribo
Nitya Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhariju Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyasta Tara Sadasi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyasta Tara Sadasi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakshira Dev Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosai Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghuna Shri Jiva Gopal Bhattadash Raghuna Sad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Premzigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasri Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Bhagwat Ki Jai Nartam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Vishwavaranya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai, Shri Dham Mayapur Ki Jai, Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai, Shri Koladvip Ki Jai, Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai, Soquel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai, Ganga Devi Ki Jai, Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan, Sham Kunda Radhakunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, all the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Sri Jukta Rama Didi Tirubhav Mahotsav Ki Jai. She Rama Didi is the sister of Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj. It was a very nice devotee. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj ki jai.